But today's video is about Bill Gates and all his millions of dollars he has spent on bunkers. Now, Bill Gates is a guy like me. He's rational. He's not a cuckoo. Neither am I. But no, Bill Gates has been talking so long about the things that really scare him. You got to think about this. When the richest man of the world is worried about something and he's spending his own money, and the rumors are tens of millions of dollars on some of these lavish bunkers that he's got, you better listen, because that man is on the inside and you are on the outside. Trust me, he's part of the Bilderberg Group. He's part of the New World Order. That man is on the know, okay, in the know. And I mean, even more than President of the United States. President doesn't get invited to the Bilderberg Group and all that stuff, but Bill Gates does. Okay, so anyway, so all these articles are on the news. So if you guys want to have some fun, get on Google and start Googling these things. I'm going to read some of these articles. I want you to look at them. If you don't think that he's worried about that, look at this article. It says, Bill Gates and America's millionaires are building underground survival bunkers. Here's another one. How scared should I be? A contagious disease will wipe out humanity. Here's another one. Billionaires are preparing for the apocalypse. Do they know something you don't know? Another one. Bill Gates fears plague that could wipe out humanity. Here's another one. Bill Gates thinks a coming disease could wipe out or could kill 30 million people within 6 months and says we should prepare for it as we do war. And these articles are everywhere, guys. I mean, I'm just not making this stuff up. But you know, the one that I like the most is this one here that was printed by News Punch. And I'm going to read it to you because he actually quotes me in this one. I like this. It says, Bill Gates builds nuclear bunker, tells staff to leave the country. Bill Gates urgently ordered the construction of a nuclear bunker at his Seattle property and has advised long-term employees to leave the United States before the following weekend, says a member of the staff. He didn't say how long we should be away, but he said we should definitely leave before the following weekend, said Mr. Hall, a pool technician who says he watched the construction of the nuclear bunker and explains it is large enough to comfortably hold a handful of people only. Besides the nuclear bunker, several smaller tunnels and bunkers were built underneath the main residence, connecting them up to a small underground fortress. Explaining the bunker has entrances and exits large enough for vehicles, as well as, listen to this here, guys, escape tunnels, decontamination rooms, Swiss-made air purifiers, and bulletproof hatches. Where have we ever heard that before? So, guys, when you get a bunker, make sure you got escape tunnels, decontamination rooms, the Swiss-made air filtration system, and bulletproof hatches. Otherwise, your shelter is not going to be the shelter you dreamed of. See what I mean? Told you I said that before somewhere. Bill Gates apparently approved of the final construction only after being repeatedly assured he and two others would survive in the underground structure in the event of a 500,000-pound blast, which is half of a megaton. Guys, let's listen to Bill Gates in this interview. Let's hear the words from his own mouth.
Fortunately, there's very few things, and most of them are very low probability. Some big volcanic explosion, gigantic earthquake, asteroid. At least in the nuclear case, you've got to say we take it quite seriously. We budget a lot of money, have a lot of people who think about nuclear deterrence, and I'm very glad that work's being done, and I rate the chance of a nuclear war in my lifetime as being fairly low. I rate the chance of a widespread epidemic far worse than Ebola in my lifetime is well over 50%. If we look at the 20th century and we look at the death chart of the 20th century, I think everybody would say, oh yeah, there must be a spike for World War I. Sure enough, there it is, like 25 million. And there must be a big spike for World War II, and there it is, it's like 65 million. But then you'll see this other spike that is as large as World War II right after World War I. And most people, a lot of people would say, well, what? What was that? There's two kinds of flus. There's flus that spread between humans very effectively, and there's flus that kill lots of people. And those two properties have only been combined into a widespread flu once in history. Well, that is Spanish flu. We have no idea where it came from. It's called the Spanish flu because the Spanish press was the freest. They were the first to talk openly about it. And so in the annals of epidemic history, that's the big event. I funded a disease modeling group that uses computer simulation, and that work has been phenomenal in helping us target our polio eradication resources and which parts of Nigeria should we work harder on. And it's very natural if you have a group like that to say, hey, look at something like the Spanish flu in the modern day. Health systems are far better. And so you think, hey, that wouldn't be very bad. Well, we tried it, and there are some assumptions we had to make. But what we showed is that the force of infection because of modern transport, which compared to 1918 is over 50 times as great. And so if you get something like a flu and you look at that map of how within days it's basically in all urban centers of the entire globe, that is very eye-opening. That didn't happen with Spanish flu in the past.
This America has fallen apart in the last 10 years. It's amazing what I'm seeing now. I just can't believe it. My dad would be rolling over in his grave. So I can only imagine what the next 10 years is going to be like. It's going to be sad. But guys, the writing's on the wall.